Happy Wednesday, 29th of January. You lose track of days when you're away, so I am just sorting myself out and I am off to Brooklyn Bridge and the area there called Dumbo, which I think it believes is a district under Manhattan Bridge. Not sure what the O is for. But it is 5:45. Excuse the bright lips, I'm trying out a new lip stain. I'm not sure if it's too bright for me or not. You have to let me know. Because they come off so quickly, so I thought, I'll try a lip stain, but yeah, I think it's maybe a bit too pink, especially with red, but hey ho. So yeah, it's 5:45. I am off, gonna brave the subway this morning to get over to the Dumbo area. I'm going to take some pictures there. I'm going to do the sunrise on Brooklyn Bridge, and then I'm going to walk back over the bridge and hopefully head to the 9/11 museum this morning, and also jump on the Staten Island, the free ferry that goes past the Statue of Liberty. There's also a outlet place over there, so I'm going to jump off there and have a quick squeeze around there before I get back on again. So that is today's plans. This evening I'm hoping to do a Harbour Lights cruise. It says you don't have to book it, you can just turn up, so I'm not sure how busy they'll be, obviously being January and it's freezing, but I thought I'd try and do that this evening as well. I didn't sleep, as you would, I didn't sleep hardly at all last night, tossing and turning. I seemed to be a bit bunged up as well. Unfortunately, the girl next to me on the plane was full of cold, so it's inevitable you're going to get something, isn't it? So I've popped a couple of paracetamol, hoping that will clear it, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, let's head off and start the day. Okay, so I've made it to the sign that says Dumbo. I am actually underneath, I believe, the Brooklyn Bridge at the moment. So there's lights and stuff as well. Obviously it is only 6:20, so sunrise isn't for another 40 minutes. I wanted to see if I could maybe find a little coffee shop or something, but I don't think there is one. So I'm just trying to find, yeah, I'm under, if you look at the map, I'm under Manhattan Bridge at the moment. So apparently if I go over to there, that's supposed to be Dumbo. So we'll walk over there and see what we can find. So to confuse matters, that's Manhattan Bridge. That's Brooklyn Bridge. The photo for Dumbo is Manhattan Bridge, not Brooklyn Bridge. So I'm going to come back down here after I've seen the sunrise. I'm going to try and walk up to Brooklyn Bridge. Although I haven't a clue where I'm going, but doesn't it look pretty with all the lights? Although I would have thought the bridges would have been lit up. But apart from like the lights that, you know, for the walkway, there's no like actual lights. This is the Hudson River in front of me as well. But yeah, I would have thought there would have been more lights on the actual bridges themselves, but there isn't. Like, you know, if they'd actually lit up that part of Brooklyn Bridge, that'd look really, really pretty. But and then I'm going to walk over to the financial district, so there's going to be a lot of walking today. The lights that I could see in a glass box is actually a carousel. Look, it's an old-fashioned carousel. So it says Jane's Carousel, Philadelphia Toboggan Co. 1922. How cute is that? Old-fashioned carousel with the horses. Oh, I love that they leave the lights on. Yeah. So I finally made it up to Brooklyn Bridge, and you can see that the sun is starting to come up behind me. But it's actually Manhattan Bridge that people have the photos and everything on, because it's not coming up in front of me, it's coming up behind me. I don't know obviously if that's the time of the year or what, but I think it's Manhattan Bridge rather than Brooklyn Bridge. But I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to walk up to the middle, take a few pictures, and I'm going to walk back and go and get that picture. Whew, I'm knackered already. The subway was a scary, scary thing. It's definitely not like our London Underground. No. But I did manage, Google Maps has been a godsend, because there's an option for the tube and that on there as well. So it kind of gave me an idea where I was going, although to begin with I was going uptown rather than downtown. But we got there. As you can see, let me turn you around. The sun is coming up behind us. As I'm on the wrong bridge, and I've got the buildings in front of us, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So this is Brooklyn Bridge, And then you've got like the financial district over there. There are benches, so perhaps they do want you to stop and have a rest. We'll keep going to the middle. I'm currently on Brooklyn Bridge. I'm just walking back over and saw the lady and her mum that were on the same flight and on the train and that yesterday that helped me with regards to where I'm going. Just seen her and she's just taken some pictures for me, so that was handy because I got my tripod out and was going to take some pictures and stuff. So yeah, I've got a few pictures. Obviously the sun rose over the other side, so that's fine, but I've got a few pictures there. I'm going to walk back down to the Manhattan Bridge photo, get that, and then walk back over for 9/11. So this is the street that everybody comes to for photos. It's called Washington Street. So I've just had a quick picture. I used a tripod. It unfortunately didn't come out. It looks blurred. I'll put, obviously you would have seen the pictures on socials, but it is blurred. But yeah, so that's the Manhattan Bridge, not the Brooklyn Bridge, but it's still just as impressive. I am going to try and find somewhere for breakfast now. The lady and her mum did mention about Time Out Kitchen or some markets. Apparently they do like breakfast there, so I think I'm going to wander there, see if I can get some breakfast, and then I'm going to go back up over the bridge and into the financial district. Some gorgeous scenery. So you've got the Brooklyn Bridge, you've got the Manhattan Bridge, sorry, you've got a little kiddies play area on the river. There's still some snow on the ground. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's freezing this morning though. My hands are absolutely freezing, so I believe I keep going down here. It was past actually the carousel that I was at earlier, so apparently it's called the Time Out Market, so we'll see if it's open or not. Scrap that plan for breakfast. It's not even open. Well, it doesn't look open. There's no one in there, no life at all. So we're going to walk back over the bridge over to the financial district and see if we can get something to eat over there. I don't believe I can get into the 9/11 museum until I think 9 o'clock. I think it's the first one, but because I've got the Go City Pass, I have to go there and then they'll issue me the next available ticket, so I'm not sure what time I'll be able to get in there from. But yeah, we'll take a walk back up there, back up to the bridge and over. Gloves are out, hands are freezing, so yeah, let's do that. Back on Brooklyn Bridge. I'm cream crackered already. You can see the sun is coming up and over the buildings and it's reflecting off all the glass over on the financial district. So pretty, but very cold. So we're halfway on the bridge. So to give you an idea of the grand scheme of things, I don't know if you can see over there. Let's see if I can zoom in. So there's my finger. That building over there was the top of the rock, and you've got the Empire State. That's where I was yesterday. So it gives you an idea of the whole of the area. So I've made it down to 9/11. So we've got the memorial in front of us. Got the museum that I'm going to go in there shortly. And I believe that big old building there is the World One. There's that building behind me. Apparently says World Trade Center on it as well. There's shops and stuff in there. There's a number 3 on that one, so I'm presuming like where they were, two different buildings. They're like now lots of different buildings instead. Oh, it's bitter today, I tell you. So I believe this memorial is where one of the original towers stood. But this basically is everybody's name that lost their life. And then you've got obviously the water in the middle. So, and they say that if there's a rose on someone's name, that represents their birthday. But yeah, just like, this goes all the way around. That's crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm going to have a wander around here, and then I'm going to go into the museum because it's an actual proper museum now. So I'm going to go in there and have a wander. I'm not going to film in there out of a mark of respect. I really need to find a restaurant or something to get some food because I'm hungry now as well. And then we'll see what we're going to do from there. While I'm just sitting here chilling, I thought I'd give you an overview of the 9/11 Museum. Absolutely amazing. If you've not done it before and you come to New York, do it. It's very eerie, it's very moving and emotional. Everybody's sort of wandering around really quietly, hushed voices, no one's really talking, everybody's taking it in. But what they've done here is they've built the proper museum around some of the original remnants of the old building. Of the World Trade Center 1 and 2. They've got so many artifacts as well, so it's fascinating. It's moving and it's, you know, very emotional, but it is fascinating.
Do you guys need to wash your hands?
I just had a drink and a chocolate chip cookie. It is now 20 to 12, so I've been here nearly 3 hours. It's very windy out there today, so I've got my hat and my gloves back out to wrap myself up. I'm now going to walk up to the ferry terminal to get on the free ferry boat over to Staten Island, because that goes past this Statue of Liberty. I'm going to go over there. As I say, I'm going to stop off at the outlets, hopefully get some lunch over there, and then see what I'm going to do from there. I've had to break out the big guns. I don't know where this wind has suddenly come from, but my God, it's really strong. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like on the ferry going over. Maybe a bit choppy. Yeah, I don't know if there's an outside bit, but I probably won't go outside going over, but I'm going to get blown away. I mean, it's going to be a really choppy ride. This is my bargain from TikTok, by the way. It's my £7 bargain. It's got like a neck and this comes up here as well. So yeah, the ferry terminal is in front of me. It's taken me roughly 15 minutes from the trade centre. Yeah, the Staten Island Ferry, so you just go through there, get on, and it's free, which is really good, so I'll catch you when I get on. So by the look of it, we are just waiting for it to come back over, but it's free. I can't believe that it's free. There are loads of ticket touts out the front that are trying to get you to do like tours and stuff, and if you want to go over to Ellis Island and actually go up the Statue of Liberty, then yeah, it's worth doing. But like, we're in a big old terminal, and they've got exit signs, and then the doors open when it comes back in. So at the moment we're just waiting for it to come back in. I'm not sure how often they run, and then we'll jump on it.
Yeah, I remember the boys always funny.
You can see the Statue of Liberty over there. I think we get closer to her on the way back, although it does look closer than it does on the video. But as I say, if you want a free option of going past and getting a few pictures, this is the way to do it. You could stay on it if you wanted to, you don't have to get off it. And you also get a good view of Manhattan and what have you in the background.
All passengers must depart the ferry at this time. Passengers wishing to make the return trip must exit into the terminal and enter the waiting room to await the next ferry.
So you can actually see just above the top of it says Empire Outlets, so it's literally right next door to it. They have just said that if you want to do the return journey, you can't stay on it, you have to get off, go into the terminal and come back out again. So that's one thing to remember. So yeah, let's go and explore and have some lunch, I think. I've just got back to the room. It's about 2:30. I'm absolutely shattered. I think because obviously I didn't sleep much last night, and then I was up at 5 o'clock to go up and do the Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan Bridge and that. I'm wiped out already. Today there's not going to be too much footage because obviously I couldn't, not that I couldn't, I didn't want to film in the 9/11 museum. But hopefully there's a fair amount. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this afternoon or this evening. Oh, I should say the outlets weren't particularly great at the other side of the Staten Island Ferry where it drops you off. Wasn't great. I got a Gap hoodie. So yeah, I got a Gap hoodie which is just says Gap on it, and that was £25 in the outlets. But there was probably only about 6 shops in there. Such a waste of space and such a shame. But I say they don't get the footfall. I mean, there's loads of people that go over there from the Staten Island, from the ferry, and there's loads of tourists that take the ferry. So, but it's just dead. There's just no one in there. There's just no shops in there at all. So, you know, bit of a shame, but hey ho, I got a hoodie, another hoodie. I've just been to a bagel shop around the corner from me called Easy as Bagel or Easy Bagel, something like that. And I got a turkey club, so let me show you that. It smells amazing. So this was $12.97, $16.10. But look at the size of it, it's huge. So this is a turkey club. So you've got turkey, bacon, mayo, lettuce, tomato on a sesame seed bagel. So I'm going to enjoy that. As I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do this evening because I'm actually quite knackered. I've got a little bit of work to do. I'm still feeling a bit coldy as well. My nose is a bit bunged up still, so I'm going to whack a couple of paracetamol, see if that helps. And then I'll assess from there the Harbour Cruise, Harbour Cruise Line lights thingy cruise that goes at 6 o'clock because obviously it's off season. And it's nearly 3 o'clock now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that tonight. I did want to go and see a show, but the cheapest you're looking at is $100, and that's right at the very back. So I'm not sure about that either. I think obviously if you're with another person, then there's quite a lot of bars and rooftop bars and stuff like that to do. But if you're on your own, there's not a huge amount to do in the evening, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So a bit of a loss of what to do in the evenings. But as I say, I'm going to do this work, probably have a little sleep, and then see where it takes me from there. I might wander back down to Times Square, who knows. It is coming up for 6 o'clock. I've had a little nap. I feel a bit better for that. I'm not going to do much tonight. I'm going to head up to, there's a Target near here. And there's also like an outlet place called Nordstrom. They have bags and all sorts. So I'm going to have a look at those. They're not far from here. By the sound of it, it's still blowing a gale out there. It keeps rattling on the windows, so I don't really want to venture far. Unfortunately, my walking tour of Central Park has been cancelled. The tour guide had an emergency tomorrow and they don't run it on Friday. So I've had a look on Google. God, sounds like an apocalypse out there. I've had a look on Google and I can do a sort of walking tour of my own. So I'm probably going to do that. I've booked myself onto the New York film and movie tour, I think, instead. Which by the sound of it says you need to meet her and they'll drive you around. So that might be nice, something different to do. But yes, I'm definitely going to do Central Park, but I'll just do my own. I also want to do Central Park Zoo. I'd forgotten about that, so it gives me a bit more. So I might do that on Saturday because I don't fly home until, I don't have to leave till 4. So I could go out nice and early and do Saturday, just do Central Park. So yeah, so that's the plan. So yeah, I'm going to head out to Target and Nordstrom. I'm not going to take you with me. I'm going to leave you here. Because I'm just literally going to have a mooch and then come back. So I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I am back in the room. It is coming up for 7 o'clock. There wasn't a lot. The Target was massive though. Like you went in and you thought, oh, it's only small, but then it goes downstairs and it opened up to the whole of it down there. But it was very mishmash. There wasn't a huge amount of stuff. I got food stuff mainly and crappy food stuff. But the Nordstrom place that I went into was very much like our TK Maxx. Everything everywhere and that kind of thing. But I did buy a couple of bits. So I bought this little black bag. It's a wrist bag, just got slightly bigger. This was $25, down from about 52 down to 25. So yeah, I got that. And then in Target, I just got some Pringles, some caramel M&Ms because you have to, and some Ghirardelli squares. You don't often see those very often, do you? So and some chewy bars to sort of take around with me. So yeah, didn't get a huge amount, but that's what I got. So I am just going to chill in the room for now. As I say, tomorrow I think I'm going to go down to the High Line Walk, I think it is, and have a wander down there. The Friends apartment building is not far from there either, so I think I might do that too. And then we'll go from there. So I'll sign off for tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night, guys.